So remember, this Legendre differential equation is one of the very common and frequently occurring differential equation in physics as well as in engineering, and therefore whenever we go for Laplace equation in the spherical polar coordinate system, and when we separate the variables, one of the differential equation obtained is of the type of Legendre differential equation. Okay, so we'll write one line. This is very common and important differential equation, in physics. Okay, so basically Laplace equation, when we solve this Laplace equation in spherical polar coordinate system, so we come across this type of differential equation, and that's why we have to solve this equation as the first priority. Okay, now let's see what is this equation. The Legendre differential equation. Okay, this is the name of the scientist who invented this. Legendre, Legendre apostrophe S, Legendre's differential equation. Some people call it to be Legendre, no problem. Legendre's differential equation is of the form. Now see what is the form of this equation. It is, okay, this is 1 minus x square into y double dash minus twice x into y dash plus L into L plus 1 into y is equal to 0. Call this to be equation 1, where this L is constant. At present we don't know what this L is or what it should be its other interpretation, that is not needed to be discussed here, but this is the standard form of Legendre differential equation. 1 minus x square into y double dash minus twice x into y dash plus L into L plus 1 into y is equal to 0. This is my very standard equation, which is, this equation appears in several different types of physical phenomenon. So actual in electrodynamics, in solid state physics, in quantum mechanics, we come across this type of differential equation very frequently, and that's why its solution is must for us, and that is what we are going to get here as follows. Okay, so let us obtain the series solution. Let us obtain the series solution around some x is equal to 0. Now I have to check this x is equal to 0 is a singular point, ordinary point, irregular singular point, then and then we can apply this method here. So I can check this singularity. So plus check the singularity. Check the singularity. Now what is that singularity? Here this equation can be rearranged into the standard form. What is the standard form? Y double dash plus p of x into y dash plus q of x into y is equal to 0. So convert this equation there. So divide each and every term by 1 minus x square. So I'll get y double dash minus, this is twice x into y dash upon 1 minus x square, and plus L into L plus 1 upon 1 minus x square into y is equal to 0. This is my converted equation will be, or Legendre equation will be of this type. Now when I compare these two equations, I'll get very easily p of x is equal to minus twice x divided by 1 minus x square, and q of x is equal to simply L into L plus 1 upon 1 minus x square. Now let's check in the limit this x tends to 0. Okay, that is what this x0 or x0 I am taking to be 0. What will happen to this? P of x will be, now this is minus 2 into 0 upon 1 minus 0, and you will find that minus 2 into 0 upon 1 minus 0 is 0 upon 1. Okay, this is 0 upon 1 is not 1 upon 0. 1 upon 0 is infinity. 0 upon 1 is 0, so that is finite. Similarly check this, limit this x tends to 0, q of x. What happens to this q of x when I put value of x is equal to 0? So here it is again L into L plus 1 upon 1 minus 0. Putting x is equal to 0 here, I'll get 1 minus 0. So that is again L into L plus 1, and that is also finite. So both, okay, so we can write this, both p of x and q of x remain finite. So both p of x and q of x remain finite at x is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 0 is an ordinary point. Ordinary point of Legendre differential equation. Okay, Legendre's differential equation. And if it is, then we can go for the solution or the series solution. So this is an ordinary point, therefore we can assume. So if it is an ordinary point, then we can assume that there can be a series solution. Therefore we can assume its solution. We can assume its solution in the form of series, in the form of following series. Actually we should not write all these statements there, but sometimes it is required. So y is equal to, we are assuming this series of this form, series, infinite series, n equal to 0 to infinity an times x raised to n plus k, and every time this a0 should not be equal to 0. Call this to be equation 2. Equation 1 we have written. Now let's go for equation 2. Just a minute. That is what we got, equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 2 can be a solution according to this Frobenius series solution method, because we got x is equal to 0 is an ordinary point. So that is my equation number 2. Now let's differentiate this. Differentiating, we'll get y dash as well as y double dash. So first get y dash, first differentiate. Now this series will remain as it is, n equal to 0 to infinity, an will be as it is. Now differential of x raised to n plus k will come out here, n plus k into x raised to n plus k minus 1, first differential. Then second differential of this y double dash of this, again it is again this summation remains as it is, n equal to 0 to infinity. Remember, sometimes we won't write here to be infinity, but since this is an infinite series, so you have to assume that limits of this series are from 0 to infinity every time. जे लिहिताना कधी चुकून एक इन्फिनिटी लिहायचा राहिला तर हरकत नाही, त्यांनी फारसा फरक पडत नाही. बट यू हॅव टू अंडरस्टँड, वी हॅव टू कन्फर्म दॅट एव्हरी टाइम दिस इज फ्रॉम n equal to 0 to infinity. So next integral differential is an times n plus k into, again this n plus k minus 1 will come out, multiplied by x raised to n plus k minus 2, second differential. Now substitute this y dash and y double dash in our equation number 1. So substituting, write the next step, substituting y dash and y double dash, all these three in equation 1, that is our Legendre differential equation. Now it's a big equation. Okay, so write in that particular form. It is, first term was 1 minus x square into y double dash. Y double dash is this, n equal to 0 to infinity. It is an times n plus k into n plus k minus 1. Okay, write it very carefully, otherwise sometimes we get stuck. One of this plus or minus sign gets changed, then entire problem gets in a problem. So it is x raised to n plus k minus 2. This is my y double dash. Minus 2 into x Now y dash is again n equal to 0 to infinity. We have just calculated now. So this is an times n plus k into x raised to n plus k minus 1. This is my y dash, and plus l into l plus 1 into y is summation n equal to 0 to infinity, and this time it is an times x raised to n plus k is equal to 0. So I have written the legendary differential equation, assuming that solution of that equation is our set is y, that is given by y is equal to summation n equal to 0 to infinity an times x raised to n plus k, where a0 is not equal to 0. Then I differentiated this y or the power series with respect to once, with respect to x once as well as twice, so I got y dash as well as y double dash, and then I have substituted both this y dash and y double dash all in our this legendary differential equation. Okay, and therefore now simplifying this you will get as it is. Okay, now simplify this. This is 1 into x square, so I can make it separate terms out of this. So it is summation over n equal to 0 to infinity. These are lengthy relations, we have to write each and everything, then and then it is easy to understand. So it is an times n plus k into n plus k minus 1 into x raised to n plus k minus 2, and now it is minus this x square. Now this is x square and this x raised to minus 2, x raised to plus 2, x raised to minus 2, that can be cancelled if I take this x square inside of this, and therefore this becomes summation over n equal to 0 to infinity an times n plus k into n plus k minus 1 into x raised to simply n plus k. This minus 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Okay, so you will get this is simply x raised to n plus k minus, in the second term this x can be taken inside, so this is x raised to plus 1 and this is x raised to minus 1, that again gets cancelled. So next term is 2 outside of this bracket, so n is equal to 0 to infinity, then it is an times n plus k into x raised to n plus k only. So there are two terms having power x raised to n plus k, x raised to n plus k, this is negative, and the last term is will remain as it is, l into l plus 1 summation over n equal to 0 to infinity an times x raised to n plus k is equal to 0. See how we have arrived at this equation. या equation ला पण कसा आलो पहा, we have just rearranged these equations taking all the terms separating together. Okay, now combining terms of equal powers. Okay, x raised to n plus k is combined, same power, same term here, so that can be combined. Combining terms of equal power. Now let's check what we get. We have to these two coefficient of the second term and coefficient of third term, they have to be taken in together, and therefore next equation will be summation over n equal to 0 to infinity. It is an times n plus k into n plus k minus 1 x raised to n plus k minus 2, and now this is I am writing minus sign outside, summation over n equal to 0 to infinity. Now first here it is an is common, an here is also common, so an can be taken outside. Then I am writing this bracket here. In the first bracket n plus k into n plus k minus 1, this n plus k into this I am writing it here, and this is minus sign outside, so now this is plus, and it will be 2 times n plus k because an is already there, so it is taken outside, and then this bracket. So it is an times in the bracket n plus k into n plus k minus 1 plus twice n plus k, sorry, and there is this term is again n plus k. Actually I'll just skip this out. Now this is again n plus k, and negative sign is taken outside, so this will become minus, minus minus, then it will be plus. L into L plus 1, an is already there, L into L plus 1, okay, this is not 11, this is 1, L into L plus 1, and now this bracket is completed here, so this, and then x raised to n plus k is equal to 0. Okay, call this to be equation number 3. Now we have to concentrate on this equation number 3. Okay, for all terms, for all next analysis we have to concentrate on this equation number 3. Now in equation 3, let's concentrate on this first part or the first term. In this term, what we have to do, substitute n is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1 and rewrite this. So substitute n is equal to 0, so separate the two terms for n equal to 0 and n equal to 1 from this first term of this equation number 3, and therefore I'll get first term will be, when I put n is equal to 0, so it will be a 0 times, now 0 plus 1 k is k, into 0 plus k minus 1 is k minus 1, into x raised to 0 plus k minus 2, so it is k minus 2 only. I am putting n is equal to 0 there, so in the first term. Similarly put n is equal to 1, so take this power series, first two terms are separated, so next term is n is equal to 1, so it is a1 times 1 plus k, I am putting n is equal to 1, so it is 1 plus k minus 1 will be simply k, into x raised to now this is 1 plus k minus 2, so it is k minus 1. These are my first two terms of this first term of this equation through two terms. Substituting n equal to 0 and n equal to 1, we have separated those two terms, and remaining terms are like this. Now n is equal to 2 onwards up to infinity, then it is as usual, this is an times n plus k into n plus k minus 1 into x raised to n plus k minus 2. This is my series as well, minus this summation n equal to 0 to infinity, okay, here an times, now rewrite this bracket as it is, entire bracket, into x raised to n plus k is equal to 0. So what I have done from this equation 3, I have separated out first term and second term, putting value of n is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1. Okay, so the corresponding terms are as shown by this, a0 times k into k minus 1 into x raised to k minus 2, and a1 times k plus 1 into k, or 1 plus k into k multiplied by x raised to k minus 1. Okay, these are the two terms. These are very essential and important for us. We have to just concentrate on this. Now one more change I am making here. Again I have to go for this term where I have to start from 0, so this n is to be replaced by n plus 2. So n is to be replaced by n plus 2, and what happens to this term, okay, in this equation, above equation. So we can rearrange this, okay, like we can rearrange it like this. So okay, put n is equal to n plus 2, n is equal to n plus 2. Actually this is not involved in our steps, whatever 7 steps we have written, this was not there. This is the special treatment for this problem only, that is from Legendre differential equation. We have to go for this method. So put n is equal to 1, so this term is not going to change, this will remain as it is. Therefore I'll write, rewriting this is to be a0 times k into k minus 1 x raised to k minus 2 plus a1 times k plus 1 plus k, I am writing k plus 1 into k multiplied by x raised to k minus 1 plus, now this is I am writing from n equal to 0 because n is replaced by n plus 2, so two more terms will be added. So this time n starts from 0 up to infinity, then this is a n plus 2, every n is to be replaced by n plus 2, so it is n plus 2 plus k, this, and here it is n plus 2 plus k minus 1, so plus 2 minus 1 is now simply plus 1, so here it is n plus k plus 1 into x raised to, now this is x raised to n plus 2 plus k minus 2 will be simply x raised to n plus k. 2 will get cancelled. X raised to n plus k minus the summation n equal to 0 to infinity, this entire term that was earlier we have written an times, in this bracket it is n plus k first bracket, then n plus k plus 1. खूप काळजीपूर्वक प्रत्येक टर्म बघा, कारण तेवढी सोपी नाही आहे, म्हणजे हे डेरिव्हेशन एवढं सोपं नाही आहे. अँड मायनस l into l minus 1, l plus 1 into x raised to n plus k is equal to 0. Okay, now look at this. This has power x raised to k minus 2. This has power x raised to k minus 1. This has power x raised to n plus k. This also has power x raised to n plus 2. Okay, try to understand. So every term in this above equation, every term has different powers of x, and right hand side of this equation is given to be 0. So mathematically this equation can be true only when coefficient of this power of x, this coefficient of this power x, this coefficient of this power of x, this coefficient, and coefficient of this power of x, x raised to n plus 2, this coefficient must be equal to 0, and that gives you one equation that is called as initial equation. So before that we will write one term here. Something is missing here, n plus k, and this is also n plus k, not n plus 2, it is n plus k. Yeah, this is n plus k, last term n plus k. Okay, right here the LHS, left hand side of above equation, is power series, and it is equal to 0, and it is equal to 0. It's power series and it equal to 0. The equation can be true. Equation can be true only when if all the coefficient of various powers, okay, different powers are there, powers of x must vanish or must become equal to 0, then and then this equation will be true. So remember, we are going to use this condition for next problems as well. In the next another type of differential equations which you are going to solve, you may come across this type of the cases there. Okay, so take independently, every coefficient is to be equated. Therefore the coefficient of x raised to k minus 2, coefficient of x raised to k minus 2, see, look, what is this coefficient? It is a0 times k into k minus 1 is equal to 0. a0 times k into k minus 1 is equal to 0, but note that already we have written a0 is not equal to 0, therefore I'll get k into k minus 1 is equal to 0, and that tells me this right hand side will be 0 provided we have two roots, either k equal to 0 or k equal to plus 1. That is one condition here. I'll get this, since my first coefficient gives me a0 into k minus 1 should be equal to 0, provided a0 is not equal to 0, so I can take a0 on the right hand side. So what remains is k into k minus 1 is equal to 0. This will be 0 or this will be true only when k has either value to be 0 or k is equal to plus 1, then I'll get right hand side to be equal to 0. Okay, and second, the coefficient of x raised to k minus 1, this we have to consider this. Now this, the coefficient of x raised to k minus 1. Now you might be having on your notebook all these things. the coefficient of x raised to k minus 1. This is given to be a1 times k into k plus 1 is equal to 0. a1 times k into k plus 1 is equal to 0. You can call this to be another starred equation. a1 times k into k plus 1 is equal to 0, and similarly the coefficient, remaining term, coefficient of x raised to n plus k. Now look at, there are two terms. Okay, this is one term having coefficient of x raised to n plus k, or this is power x raised to n plus k. This is one coefficient, and this is also x raised to n plus k. This is another coefficient. So addition of these two must be equal to 0. Then and then this equation, above equation, will be true. So that gives me one very important condition, that this coefficient of term 2, that is term 3, that is an plus 2 into the bracket n plus k plus 2 into n plus k plus 1 minus an times, in the bracket first term is n plus k into n plus k plus 1. See there, we should not miss any plus or minus, otherwise we will never get a solution. So into L into L plus 1 into, sorry, let me stop this, L into L plus 1 this bracket is equal to 0. This is another important equation. So we have equated all the coefficient of all powers of x independently, and that gives me, now rearranging this equation, I'll get an plus 2 is equal to, now look at this, I'm writing this an here, right hand side separately, because all these things are going to be positive. So in the numerator I will have n plus k into n plus k minus 1 minus L into L plus 1 divided by, this is the term that is to be taken on the right hand side. So now it is n plus k plus 2 and n plus k plus 1. Okay, and this is one very nice equation. That is what we have to write here. If you give number to this, okay, shall I give number? I think it may be equation number 4 or 5. Check. This is 3. We have not written equation. Okay, you can call this to be equation 4 here. This is to be equation 4, and from this I will get this is to be equation 5. So we have to write few things about this. Now this first starred equations and log this. Out of this equation 5 is called as a recurrence relation. That means if a0 is known, I can find out a2. If a1 is known, I can find out a3. If a2 is known, I can find out a4. So all the coefficients a1, a2, a3, a4, a5, a6, etc. can be calculated provided we know a0 and a1. So this relation is called as a recurrence relation. And above, okay, x raised to k minus 1 and x raised to k minus 2, these two terms, these two equations are called as the indicial equations. Okay, let's rearrange this. Actually, I'll just write this equation. This is equation, okay, rewrite this. This call this to be equation 5, this is equation 6, and this is equation 7, not 5. Okay, equation 5 and 6 and 7, we have to name them separately, what these equations are. So equation 5 and 6, equation 5 and 6 are called indicial equations. And indicial equations. Okay, first time it appears, this entire derivation appears to be very difficult, but it is not that. Once we go for practice more and more for all such problems, then it becomes an easy for us to go for all these solutions. So indicial equations. And equation 7 is called a recurrence relation. RECURRANCE, recurrence relation. RECURRANCE, recurrence relation. Okay, as already I have seen, the roots of equation 5. Roots of equation 5 already we have seen are k is equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. Okay, we have just tested it here. This either k equal to 0 or k is equal to plus 1. And roots of equation 6, if I put k equal to 0, then a1 times 0 into 0 plus 1 is equal to 0, that is valid. If I put k equal to plus 1, then a1 times 1 into 1 plus 1 is equal to, this is not satisfied. So we have to see collectively equation 5 and 6. Collectively we have to go for actual roots of these equations 5 and 6 as follows, and thereby there can be 3 different possibilities that can be shown as we can go for here. Okay, so equation roots of equation 5 are k equal to 0 and k equal to 1. So equations 5 and 6 are simultaneously true. From our earlier condition that entire equation 4 was found to be 0. So equation 5 and equation 6, which we have taken to be the initial equations, these equations are simultaneously true. That is what we are writing. The root k is equal to 0. Okay, write separately. The root k is equal to 0 for equation 5 satisfy equation 6. There is no problem of this for any arbitrary value. Of a1. Okay, in this equation 6, I'll rewrite once again for our convenience. This is k into k minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, I'll write it in here separately. K into k minus 1 is equal to 0, and next is a1 times k into k plus 1 is equal to 0. So roots of this are k equal to 0 and k is equal to 1. So when I put k equal to 0 for any value of a1, this equation is true, that is satisfied, because both of these equations are true simultaneously. But when k is equal to 1, this equation 6 equation 6 is not satisfied, because any value of a1, because if a1 is not equal to 0, then 1 into 1 plus 1, that gives you 2 into 1 into a1, that is equal to 0. So this is not going to be satisfied. That shows me that I have to put one such condition. When this equation 5 has root k equal to 0, then this is valid. When equation 5 has taken its root to be k equal to 1, then we must take a1 is equal to 0. Then and then this equation 6 will be valid simultaneously, or will be true simultaneously. When I am putting k equal to 1 and a1 is equal to 0, then this equation 6 will be true, and therefore we will get 3 different cases. Either k is equal to 0 and a1 is not equal to 0, k equal to 0 and so let's check what these cases are. So we'll see one by one. So satisfy equation for any value of n. Thus we get 2 cases. Two cases. Okay, these are solving this initial equation. Case 1 is k is equal to 0 and a1 is equal to 0. So if it is the case, then both equation 5 and equation 4 and 5, both equations are simultaneously true when k equal to 0 and a1 is equal to 0. We need not worry about what happens for this k equal to 1. This is case 1. Case 2 is that, I can write it separately, case first. Now case second. Case 2 is that either I can have k is equal to 0 and a1 is not equal to 0. That is the second possible case. K is equal to 0 and a1 is not equal to 0, even though both this equation 4 and 5 are simultaneously true. Now with value, third case, now with value k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1 of equation 4, okay, second root of equation 4, the equation 5 gives only solution is that a1 is equal to 0. Okay, so when I take k equal to 1, then equation 5 gives a1 must be equal to 0, otherwise these two equations will not be true simultaneously, and therefore we get case 3. Case third is k is equal to 1 and a1 is equal to 0. So remember these three cases, okay, first, second and third. In examination you are not asked this, you are not asked to this, you are just given the cases, and accordingly using this recurrence relation you have to find out the different coefficients. So actually when we go for actual solving the problems, we will come across all these cases, but as of now I have received three cases. Case 1 is equal to k equal to 0 and a1 is equal to 0. This is one possibility. Second is k is equal to 0 and a1 is not equal to 0, another possibility. And k is equal to 1 and a1 is equal to 0. This is the third possibility. So we have to go for each case separately. One of the case we'll consider today, and remaining cases we'll make go for tomorrow's or the next lecture. Okay, so let's go for case 1. Now you'll find it is very easy to go for, once we understand this recurrence relation, it is very easy to go for actual power series solution as shown by these different cases. Case first. Okay, all you are getting my sound? Is there anyone?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes sir.
आणि समजतंय का मी काय शिकवत होते? ओके,
हो सर.
विदिन फर्स्ट इन्स्टन्स पहिल्यांदा बघितलं आणि ते सगळं असं आलं तर यू विल बी अगेन लिजेंडरी. तुम्ही पण लिजेंडरी सारखे हुशार असाल असं होत नाही. यू हॅव टू गो वन्स, ट्वाइस, थ्राइस फॉर लर्निंग. दॅट मीन्स अंडरस्टँडिंग ईच अँड एव्हरी स्टेप or the term that has been written, then we come across. So as I said earlier, in examination no one asks you this derivation. What is asked is the cases are given, a recurrence relation is given, and you have to find out the series solutions, series or power series solutions of that given differential equation. That is what we are now doing here in the case 1. So case 1, we have k is equal to 0 and a1 is also equal to 0. So if this is the value, with the value k is equal to 0, okay, the recurrence relation becomes, I'll take some more time today. Relation becomes, because on Saturday there was holiday, we couldn't take this. Now see that recurrence relation was, I'm just rewriting this once again. an plus 2 is equal to, in the numerator it is n plus k into n plus k plus 1 a minus l into l plus 1, okay, l into l plus 1 divide by, this was n plus k plus 2 into n plus k plus 1 into an. Okay, this is what my recurrence relation. Now when I put k is equal to 0 in this recurrence relation, now let's, what we'll get, this is an plus 2 is equal to, now k is equal to 0, so n remains the linear, this is n plus 1 minus l into l plus 1 divide by, in the numerator it is simply n plus 2, sorry, denominator, into n plus 1 into an. This is my recurrence relation. Then one can rearrange this. Let's see how it can be rearranged. an plus 2 is equal to, now entire term I am taking here, it is n minus l into n plus l plus 1. I don't know how many of you will be able to calculate this. Actually just let me take l plus 1, okay, n into l plus 1, this is this bracket, sorry, divide by n plus 2 into n plus 1 multiplied by an. Now for that what you have to do, take this product, n minus l into n plus l plus 1 Okay, take this product, so you'll get this. So it is n minus L into n, then plus n minus L into L plus n minus L. Solve this, so you'll get n square minus ln, then this is plus nl minus L square, okay, this, and plus n minus L. So you'll get this ln nl gets cancelled. This is n square minus L square plus n minus L. Okay, so I'll get this is n minus L into n plus L. Now this I am writing it is n minus L into n plus L plus n minus L. Okay, I have to get this, so therefore it can be written as बघा काय चुकलंय, how it is done, n minus L into n plus L plus 1. I should get this, I have to get this n into n plus 1 in minus L into L plus 1. This term comes, this can be written as n minus L into n plus L plus 1. Solving this I should get this numerator. मिळतोय का पहा? I think I am not getting, you can get, तुम्हाला मिळेल, you can check it later on, आपण तो नंतर चेक करूया. So this is given by an, so an plus 2 is equal to, in the bracket, n minus L into n plus L plus 1 upon n plus 2 into n plus 1. Actually I should write n plus 1 into n plus 2. Okay, 1 first and then n plus 2, this way, then it is an. Okay, now from this relation from this relation let us find values of a2, a3, a4, a5, etc. okay, etc. okay, as a1 is equal to 0, that is known, that's why I have not written a1 in this list, a2, a3, a4, a5, because a1 is 0, a1 is given already 0, so we are not needed to for that. Okay, now from n is equal to 1, let's check what we'll get here. Okay, in this relation n is equal to 1, we will get a2, this n is equal to 1, so if it a2 in the numerator it is 1 minus L, put n is equal to 1 everywhere, so it is L plus 2. Okay, 1 plus L plus 1 is L plus 2, divide by, now n plus 2 is, n is 1 plus 2 is 3 and n plus 1 is 1 plus 1 is 2, so that is 3 into 2 into, this is a1, or I will write this as more simple method, a2 is equal to 1 minus L into L plus 2 upon, this can be written as 6 into a1. Okay, but already we have taken in this condition, in the case 1 itself, that a1 is equal to 0, but a1 is equal to 0, therefore I'll get a2 is equal to, this is 0, sorry, a2, we have done one mistake here, so n is equal to 1, this becomes e3, then this is also e3, n is equal to 1, so an plus 2 is 1 plus 2 is 3, e3 is equal to this into a1, therefore e3 is this, so therefore e3 is 0. If a3 is 0, then a5 n plus 2, that will be, okay, that is, if a3 is 0, then a5 is 0, if a5 is 0, then a7 is equal to 0, and for all next odd terms, the odd coefficients, that is right from a1, a3, a5, a7, a9 and all will be equal to 0. So all odd coefficients are 0 according to this condition. So that vanish. All odd coefficients vanish. I write it here. So all these odd coefficients vanish there. Okay, so we are not supposed to take any odd coefficient, because since a1 is equal to 0, this recurrence relation gives me an plus 2. All are going to be 0 because a1 is equal to 0. So a3, a5, a7, a9 etc. will be 0. Okay, now let's find remaining values of a2, a4, a6 etc. Now substituting n is equal to 0, n is equal to 2 etc. in the recurrence relation. So for first I'll take n is equal to 0. Now let's see that equation happens to be this again, that equation. Okay, n is equal to 0, so it is a2 and there it will be a0. Now 0 minus l into 0 plus l plus 1 upon 0 plus 2 into 0 plus 1. So like that. So I'll get this is as a2 is equal to, this gives me a2 is equal to minus l into l plus 1 divided by 2 into 1. So that can be written as 2 factorial into a0. So I can write this is minus l into l plus 1 divided by 2 factorial. 2 into 1 is 2 factorial into a0. Okay, now put in the same equation. Once again I'll write this equation here for our convenience. This is an plus 2. Okay, I'm writing it here. An plus 2 is equal to, in the bracket, n minus l into n plus l plus 1 divided by n plus 2 into n plus 1 multiplied by an. Here in this equation I have to put n is equal to 2. So when I put n is equal to 2, I'll get left hand side is a4, that was n is equal to, we'll get a4 is equal to, now in the bracket it is 2 minus l into, this is 2 plus l plus 1, so it is l plus 3 divided by 2 plus 2 is 4 and 2 plus 1 is 3 multiplied by, this is a2, but from earlier we have obtained a2 is this, so I can write this as 2 minus l into l plus 3 upon 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, okay, here multiplied by this is minus l into l plus 1 plus 1, okay, then this and multiplied by a0. So rearranging this, again see how we can rearrange this. Take separate negative terms on one side and positive terms on the other side. So it can be written as minus, I am changing the sign here, l minus 2, okay, this l minus 2 okay, actually I could have no need to do this, we'll do some other steps. So this rearrange this, what is, I'm rearranging this, I'll get this, first I'll write this l to be here, l into l minus 2. How? This is minus sign, l minus 2 will be now minus, so minus minus will become plus, so I can write l into l minus 2. Then it is l plus 1 into l plus 3 divided by, this is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is 4 factorial multiplied by a0. So I got a4 is this. Can anyone write a6 on the same lines? Therefore a6 is equal to, now look at this, I can write very easily, l into l minus 2 into l minus 4 into l plus 1 into l plus 3 into l plus 5 divided by, this will be 6 factorial into a0. Now you will be able to write a8 too. a8 सुद्धा तुम्हाला लिहिता येईल कसा? So write this a8 is equal to, 8 coefficient will be This is L into L minus 2 into L minus 4 into L minus 6. 2, 4, 6 subtracted. Actually L minus 0, L minus 2, L minus 4, L minus 6, all odd, even. And then this is L plus 1 into L plus 3 into L plus 5 into L plus 7 upon, this will be 8 factorial into A0. That shows me once this A0 is known, I can find out A2, I can find out A4, I can find out A6, A8. So all even coefficients can be calculated. Okay, so right here, thus all even coefficients like A2, A4, A6, A8, etc. can be calculated. Now see the importance of this result. In the first case we have shown all the odd coefficients are 0. Because of this reason A1 is equal to 0. Since A1 is 0, no need to go for A3, A5, A7, etc. because recurrence relation connects A3 and A1. Next recurrence relation connects A3 and A5 and A3. Then next A7 connects with this A5, and since A1 is 0, all A3, A5, A7, etc. all odd coefficients are going to be vanished. Only even coefficients will remain, and there is again a pattern. What is this pattern? Look at here. A2 is minus L into L plus 1 upon 2 factorial into A0. A4 is L into L minus 2 into L plus 1 into L plus 3 upon 4 factorial into A0. A6 is L into L minus 2 into L minus 4 into L plus 1 into L plus 3 into L plus 5 upon 6 factorial into A0. Similarly, A8 is given by this. That shows me there is some trend, there is some pattern, there is some regular pattern. So once I can find out 1, A4, A6, etc. any higher order terms coefficients can be calculated like that. Okay. Therefore, now let's come to the power series. Since we have in this case k is equal to 0, the power series, okay, we have taken this power series equal to y is equal to summation over n equal to 0 to infinity an times x raised to n plus k. This is what our power series. Now this power series will, again I have found that all odd terms are going to be 0, and therefore I can write this y is equal to summation over now n equal to 0, 2, 4, 6, only even values up to infinity. Then this is an times x raised to n, since this k is equal to 0, in this case 1. So what will I get? I'll get y is equal to, now first term will be simply a0 into x raised to 0. Second term is a2 times x raised to 2. Next term is a4 times x raised to 4 plus a6 times x raised to 6, and so on, infinite series. So this is an infinite series. So I got y is equal to a0 times x raised to 0, a2 times x raised to 2, a4 times x raised to 4, a6 times x raised to 6, and so on. Okay, and that is what now we have to substitute values of a0, a2, a4, etc. right here, substituting values of a2, a4, a6, etc. in above series. We can write all this in above series. So I can write y is equal to a0 is common in each and every term. So first term is simply 1, x raised to 0 is 1, a0 is there. Next term is minus l into l plus 1 upon 2 factorial into x square. This is my a2, it is replaced there. Then next term comes plus, it is l into l minus 1, sorry, l minus 2, l minus 0 into l minus 2. This is odd term. This is, then it is l plus 1 into l plus 3 upon 4 factorial into x raised to 4 Now this time minus L into L minus 2 into L minus 4 into L plus 1 into L plus 3 into L plus 5 upon 6 factorial into x raised to 6 and so on. Okay, so this is my one of the solution, that is equation number 8. So I got one power series solution of that Legendre differential equation for case 1. Okay, so let's rearrange or let's rethink what we have seen here. Okay, so right here, which is the series solution of Legendre equation? Which is the series solution of Legendre differential equation? Legendre differential equation with only even powers of x. Even powers of x. Okay, that is x raised to 2, x raised to 6, x raised to 0, etc. all are even powers of x. Okay, now let's revise again things what we have seen there. Okay, I'm sure you might have understood that equation 5 and equation 6 must be simultaneously true, and to keep this the equation 4 and 5 simultaneously true, we get three different conditions. So these are the cases 3: k equal to 0, a1 is equal to 0, k is equal to 0, a1 is not equal to 0, and if k1 is equal to 1, a1 must be equal to 0. So according to these three cases, out of that only first case I have solved using this here. So once I got this initial equations, that gives me roots of k equal to 0 and a1 is equal to 0, first coefficient is equal to 0. Then using this recurrence relation, an plus 2 is equal to n plus k into n plus k plus 1 minus L into L plus 1 upon n plus k plus 2 into n plus k plus 1 into an, that recurrence relation. This gets converted into this: an plus 2 is equal to n minus L into n plus L plus 1 upon n plus 2 into n plus 1 multiplied by an. Since my a1 is equal to 0, I will get, if I put n is equal to 1, then it will be a3 is equal to this, this is a1. Since a1 is equal to 0, whatever may be there, this a3 is going to be 0. So once a3 is 0, a5 will be 0, a5 is 0, a7 will be 0, and like that all odd coefficients vanish. They become 0, 0, 0 all the time. And the same recurrence relation gives me, for n equal to 0, I get a2 is equal to minus L into L plus 1 upon 2 factorial multiplied by a0, that is minus L into L plus 1 upon 2 factorial into a0. Similarly, for n equal to 2, I get a4 is equal to 2 minus L into L plus 3 upon 4 into 3 into a2. Substitute value of a2 there and rearrange. You will get a4 is equal to L into L minus 2 into L plus 1 into L plus 3 upon 4 factorial into a0. Then a6 is obtained in the similar way, a8 is obtained in the similar way, and writing all these things there, you will get alternate odd and even terms. Okay, so this series, so a0 into x raised to 0, a2 into x raised to 2, a4 into x raised to 4, and writing these there. Remember, a2 is negative, a4 is positive, a6 is negative, a8 is positive alternatively, and that's why writing all these coefficients a2, a4, a6, a8, etc. in the given power series, y is equal to a0 times x raised to 1, or that is simply a0 plus a2 times x square plus a4 times x raised to 4 plus a6 times x raised to 6. This is an infinite series in even powers of x having these coefficients which we have written there. Writing them together, I get this is the equation number 8 is the one of the power series solution of Legendre differential equation with only even powers of x. So first case we have resolved, first case we have solved only. Now remaining two cases, I'm sure will not be that easy today. We'll go for these cases in the remaining next lecture. Okay.